Feelaspeak, and today I'm here with Jelian Stewart.
Hey.
And we are about to have a great conversation and talk about season 2 of Signature Taste.
Alright. So before we get started,
Okay.
I want to go ahead and make us a drink and kind of relax and everything. So I'm going to make a berry sangria. So what I have here is about 3 cups of Pinot.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use any kind of dry white wine because you're going to add some goodness to it.
Okay.
And inside I had already put some blueberries and some strawberries. Get rid of that. I had some raspberry liqueur. We're going to dump all of that in there.
That looks good already.
And what I do have is some blackberry ginger ale.
Okay.
So just to carry the whole berry theme all the way through. Give it a little swish around. Alright, and let's get us a little cocktail going. Okay, some fruit. I'll take yours. Here we go. And cheers.
Cheers. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Dope.
All
I
right.
also made a little bruschetta for you. You have your warm crab and garlic bruschetta. You have a lemon bruschetta with some crab and a aioli. You have some garlic spread with a little bit of cucumber and some microgreens, some smoked salmon, and your classic bruschetta. So
Oh.
at any time, just feel free to dig in. I want this to be as cool as possible.
Well, you are a woman of my own heart because I love a bruschetta and some
Outstanding.
crab. So yeah, we're about to have a good time.
Alrighty.
Okay, so for those who are new to Signature Taste,
Mm-hmm.
tell us how the show came about.
Well, one of my goals was I always kind of wanted to come on after the chew, right?
Okay.
So, and I felt like my show could be something that people can relate to.
Okay.
I'm not like really big or anything else like that, but the meals that I can prepare they can be on a gourmet scale, they can be for your family, for your friends, and just for you, and just exploring flavors. So,
Okay.
I just want it to be relatable.
Well, that's good. Yeah, because sometimes you watch some cooking shows and you like, who cooking that?
Right.
And where? Yeah, so you develop a passion for cooking at the age of 11.
Yeah.
When I was just trying to think, like, what was I cooking at 11? And the only thing that came to mind was like a grilled cheese and like box cakes.
Seriously?
I was not, no, my mom
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
in the kitchen at 11.
No.
How did you then turn that passion into a business?
Well, I've always cooked.
Mhm.
And I actually really started cooking way before I was 11 years old. But by 11, I was making whole meals and cooking for people.
Okay.
And first I would start cooking for like family and friends. Then a couple lounges, so I had certain days with that, and then a couple corporate events, and they just kept going. So this one time I was asked to cook for a corporate event out in Texas. And this particular time I didn't want to just use my name. I didn't want Jelian Stewart on there.
Okay.
I wanted like a brand. And so that's how Signature Taste by Jelian came about, and it just took off from there.
Yeah, I've had some Signature Taste by Jelian, y'all. And she is the real deal.
Thank you.
What challenges do you face as an entrepreneur, and more specifically as a woman of color who's an entrepreneur?
I get stereotyped a lot.
Mm-hmm.
People think that I'm younger than what I am.
Okay.
And so that's one problem. And then the next one is that because I am a woman of color, then I get put in the box of the soul food, right?
Yeah.
So it's 90 degrees and they want greens and they want dressing because they feel like that's all that I can do, but they never like really give me a chance. So a lot of times, to be honest with you, I don't offer that.
Okay.
That's not like my first thing. If they ask, what do I specialize in, and I say everything, and then I break out like these dainty dishes
Right.
or small bites or different stations and stuff like that. I kind of want to open people's perspective that because I am a woman, I am older than what I look, and I have more talent than that. Don't be afraid to step out of the box with me.
Yeah, right. Doesn't say don't box you in.
Yeah.
So when you watch cooking shows when you were younger, one thing that I noticed that you said is that the cooks or the chefs on the show, they had ability to heal others and express themselves through cooking.
Right.
How have you been able to do those things on your own show?
So one thing I did do with one of my girlfriends, she doesn't eat meat.
Okay.
So I made sure that I made meals that catered to my viewers who don't eat meat, who wanted to try certain things. I'm also a nurse.
Okay.
So I use my platform also to educate my patients on what's healthy for them and to kind of go with their, medical conditions and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so it's just about just doing certain things. It's not expensive and it's not like super hard. If I can do it, I'm telling you, anybody can do it. Yeah.
Okay. What advice would you give women who are married, have children, about balancing their business and home life? Is that right?
You say, "Man, I'm gonna take a break on that one."
I'm enjoying.
Balance. I have not quite got the balance part yet. I am a scheduler.
Okay.
And I have a blueprint.
Okay.
Without a blueprint, without my plans written down, then I'm not going to achieve them because it's going to go in and then I'm going to forget it. If I don't schedule it or set aside time. We can't create time because time is what it is.
Right.
So we have to set aside time to get some of those things going. So my advice would be to make sure you have a plan. But be prepared for that plan to change because it's not going to go what you know what I'm saying, how you got it written down. Don't be afraid because you feel like you won't be accepted. Right? I struggle with that a lot because I feel like, they won't like me or I won't be easily accepted or something like that. But hey, wherever you go, somebody ain't gonna like you. You're not gonna be everybody's flavor. So don't allow for that to hold you back. And always set aside time, no matter, how it is, how you gotta set aside time for yourself, for self-care, and to create things on your blueprint.
Okay. And so now I'm about to get in your business.
Okay, come on.
So you and your husband are business partners.
Right.
How do you two keep business and marriage separate?
Okay, so this I'm gonna drink again.
Because I know it can be one of those things where, you guys probably laying in bed or you're trying to have date night, but before you know it, you're talking about the next event, what needs to be done, and you're like, this is not what this was supposed to be.
We try, right? So we try to set aside time where we will have a business meeting, right? So, he'll be like, or I'll say, hey, this day, if you're not busy or you don't have anything going on, let's talk about business on this day. And then it's sometimes where, we can be having a regular conversation, but we'll piggyback ideas off of each other. But what we do always is make time for each other. Because I noticed that if we don't have our time, we don't communicate well. Yeah. And a lot of times the communication just lacks because we haven't had our time. And so we set aside time for us. Okay. Yeah. There is no secret to it. You just gotta want it.
Yeah, I think making time is the key component. Yeah. And like you said, setting aside time for business and pleasure. Right. Because the lines can get crossed especially when you're always around each other. Yeah. So yeah, I can see it. As a creative, can it be challenging, and we kind of touched on this already, to meet the needs of what people want and still be creative? Like, how do you...
that's why I stopped doing hair. To be honest with you, I did. I was a hairstylist for years prior to, and they took the creativity and the fun out of it. And so I stopped. I still have a few clients right now, but I stopped because I was just like, I'm not able to fulfill it. And sometimes when I'm trying to create with the show and also meet the needs of the viewers and stuff like that, it is difficult. Yeah, it is difficult. But one thing with my network, for all women of color, they allow for me to be me. Okay. And who I appeal to is who I appeal to. They don't ask me to kind of be so scripted. Okay. They want the natural me, and that's why I love my network, because they just like me for me. Okay. Yeah. Because
being a creative myself, you want to do what you want to do, but you also want to appeal to the audience. Right. And so I find myself trying not to get into what the trends is, especially being an older woman that's into the creative scene now. It's like, I'm not about to be giving y'all makeup tips for 20-year-olds. Like, go get this oil of Olay. put this on your face.
Right,
so
right.
Anti-aging cream is real.
I mean, listen, you talk to a Noxema girl, you know what I'm saying? And I'll get to it, I get them, I go in and get that thing to Noxema, so I completely understand.
Yeah, so I try to make sure that I'm being true to me and true to my creativity and appealing to my audience. Now, I know you.
Right.
I know you love food, you love to have a good time, you love friends and family. How do you bring that to the show?
I talk about my real life. I introduce my real friends, my real family. Like, it's not like hired actors or people I know for like a couple days. What you see is what you get, pretty much. You know, if you saw them in the street and, you know, hey, what's your name, Tracy from the show? Yeah, that's Tracy. You know what I'm saying? So I give you what I have. I give you my family, my friends, my experience in my life.
And what do you plan to do with that? The friends, family, and fun for season 2. Do you have any plans?
Oh, yeah, I have a lot of plans. So I've been researching. So now when I look at cooking shows, it's different, right?
Right.
Because now I'm looking at it from a researcher point of view. So how can I get this angle and what is appealing to me? So I found a few niches.
Okay.
I'm going to bring across easier meals for, you know what I'm saying, just women. I'm not going to say just women, but, you know, for the working person. You know what I'm saying? You get home and you want to make something easy. So it'll be some easier meals. It'll be some more budget-friendly meals.
Okay.
It would also be like, you know, high-end meals for entertaining and how to entertain a crowd at a budget. And you'll get actually more of me. I think this season now I'm more comfortable.
Okay.
I had to find my little comfort place, right?
Yeah.
Because it was new. It's new. It's different, and I'm putting myself out there. And so now I'm comfortable. You know, I'm ready to let y'all come on in the house some more and get to know a little bit more about me and see so much more that I can do.
Right, and that was going to be my next question. You know, season 1 you were new, you were green to it. So what challenges did you face from season 1 that you kind of feel like season 2 I can kind of groove a little better?
Well, my show is this is a whole family operated show, right?
Right.
I can't film unless my family is here because they're on lights, they're on camera. My kid in college, he edits, he taught me how to do it, so now I can do it now. Right. So it's more than what you see right here on screen. There's so many other components, and so now that we have a niche for it and we've researched and we've critiqued everything, it kind of flows easier. The setup doesn't take an hour.
Right.
You know, everything that I write and the episodes and everything that I write, it's more easier to flow. I'm able to kind of prepare a little bit easier, and I get feedback from a lot of my followers and my viewers and stuff, and we have open dialogue in the group, and so that makes it easier for me to see what's going on and what they actually need.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you have to grow in order for it to flourish. I'm looking forward to season 2.
Thank you.
Speaking of season 2, so you've already, you know, shared your challenges and how you feel like you got your niche. So what things from season 1 that you didn't show that you want to bring more into season 2?
My skill. I am way more skillful than what I felt comfortable with showing, right?
Right.
Just more skill and more knowledge. I learn every day. I blog a lot. I go out and I experience different foods and flavors, and I bring it back and I dissect the whole meal and I create it again with my own signature taste. Right. And I just want to be able to showcase that. Like, do we have to go out to a fancy, you know what I'm saying, restaurant to get that perfectly seared steak? No.
Right.
With a cast iron skillet and a nice, you know what I'm saying, heat, we can get the same thing. So it's really more about skill and enhancing everyone's skill level. Not only my own, but everyone who's watching. You know, how to just create your own signature taste, and there's so many different things you can do.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I find myself, you kind of get in a humdrum of cooking because you cook what you know. Right. You cook, and so you just do the basic stuff. And I'm always, when I go to a recipe, I gotta confess, when I go to a recipe, I'm always looking for the simple, easy version. Like, I don't want to have to cut up a whole bunch of stuff. I don't want to, like, give me the simple version. Like, can I get this in a can? Can I, like...
In a can?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know, that's like...
In a can.
Look, I'm coming home from work. I'm just trying to get this meal done. But I do want to expand my palate, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. So, last question.
Okay.
It sounds like season 2 is going to be really good. You bring in skill. You're going to open us up more to who you are. Let the viewers know why they don't want to miss this show.
Listen. You all don't want to miss this show because you get to know a little bit more about not only Jelian as the cook, but as the person, as the wife, as the mother, as the entrepreneur. You get to learn more about my family. You get to learn more about food. So everything that I have been learning and experiencing during my time off, it has been, researching just so I can bring forth a better product for you. My book is in the process of being written, The Recipes of My Life. It will come out this year.
Oh, right.
Last year I had to postpone it because I was blessed with the opportunity for the show. And I felt like that would be better for people to get to know me first. And so now that I have more research and data and everything, I'm able to bring you a better product. And the network as a whole gives us so much creative control that they go with us and they push us and they inspire us and encourage us to keep going. So it's not only my show that you have to look forward to. Our network for all women of color, we have so many great things in store. And so, you'll be able to just binge watch everything. So I just want y'all to look out for us and everything that we got going on. And what else you got going on, Miss Lady? You got all these things. You got the YouTube, the blogging, you got the podcast.
So I just started the YouTube channel maybe in December. I kind of steered away from it. Like, I wanted to do it. I was doing my blog, and I would be writing blogs on how to do makeup and things, and I was like, I could just get on the camera and do it.
Right.
And I was like, nah, let's go and just put some pictures up. And then eventually I was like, well, I tried to cheat my way through it, and I said, well, instead of doing YouTube, let's do IGTV.
Right.
And so, but I have that because I was like, this is not what you want. So eventually I was like, forget it. I was on YouTube. I'm always on YouTube, looking at videos, and I just hit the thing for the settings, create your own channel, and I started. And I do videos every week. It's all about short hair, short relaxed hair. Like I said, I'm for the grown woman, the woman that's 35 and up. I do beauty, hair, fashion, whatever. The podcast, it's been over a year. So that started at a friend's book signing.
Really?
Yeah, we were at our friend's book signing, and we was like, it was a group of us, and we was like, we need to do something. My friend T that I do the podcast with, she's into travel and social events and things like, Felicia, you could do beauty, and we had another friend, she was gonna do fashion, and our schedules just couldn't work out. And my girl T at the time, her mother was in the hospital having heart surgery, and she was like, I need to do something.
Okay.
And so we was like, let's get it, let's start it. And we just got together, took some shots, hit the record button, and just started talking, and two chicks talking shit just started off. And the blog, that's been for a while, but I be off and on with the blog, because writing a blog is, you have to be inspired or want to feel like writing. But I started the blog a while ago, and it was actually my cousin who told me to start, because I was putting stuff on Facebook, just writing my thoughts, and she was like, you need to put this stuff in a blog. Start a blog. So that's how feelaspeak started, and I kind of changed everything to Feel Out Shine, because I want to attract the older, mature woman. Okay. Such as ourselves. Yeah. Spring chickens.
No,
so
not at all. But we look good though.
Right, we hey, look. So, I want to attract the older one. So I changed the name, I'm rebranding, and I'm looking forward to doing more content, more age-based. Like I said, for the grown woman, beauty, short hair, fashion. My latest video, I purged my closet. I was actually purging my closet. So, yeah, I have more to come, and I'm just looking forward to what 2019 is going to bring.
Man, that is phenomenal. And might I say, you should add interviewing to your repertoire, because this has been amazing. I'm extremely comfortable, and it's really, really good time.
Yeah, I had a good time. And this sangria is helping 100%. And I'm about to go cut into one of these bruschettas in a minute.
All right, well, they are there for you. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to just look out for season 2 of Signature Taste by Jelian. Also, be looking out for Miss Fila LaShawn. She has her own YouTube channel. She has a podcast, Two Chicks Talking Shit. You also have her blog, and all the information will be posted at the end of this video. So we thank you for tuning in. See you all next season.